Think for a moment if God had a garden. Among the many beautiful and deeply meaningful things you might imagine to be appropriate in God's garden is this week's Advent theme of peace. There's a hymn in some hymn books titled, "Come to Tend God's Garden." The first verse is this: "Come to tend God's garden, seed of hope to sow, planting seeds and fields of justice, watching mercy grow." And the last phrase of that verse is this: "In a land of tumult, cultivate God's peace." God has gifted our world with a very clear hope for peace, and has come to us as teacher to teach us how to cultivate that gift of peace. No wonder we should feel excited and a little impatient, waiting to celebrate the birthday of Jesus, through whom Christ and God came to speak to us. Hear the words of promise in the book of Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. These are some of the things that grow in God's garden and are awaiting our cultivating them. Jesus teaches us how to. Galatians 5. The fruit of the Spirit of God is love and joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against such things.
Greetings. My film critic hero, Roger Ebert, once said that there is no right or wrong time to see a movie. But last year, in 2019, it certainly was the right time to see this movie. My maternal grandparents had both died that year, 6 months apart. My grandmother on the 1st of December. And so that weekend, or the weekend following, I went into New Haven to see a revival of It's a Wonderful Life. They had been egging me to see it, both of them, during their lifetimes for who knows how long, and constantly mentioning it. Then again, they were of the greatest generation. However, I had held off against it, and I can't really explain why. But finally, seeing that film that day seemed an adequate way of paying tribute to both of them in their lives. And as I walked out into the streets of New Haven, with the theme from HBO's miniseries of Angels in America playing off my phone, I felt a sense of peace and hope from the coming season, even if that was to be shattered a bit. But still, I had felt like I had perfectly closed the loop on my grandparents' lives that day by watching that film. It was the perfect time to have seen it. Merry Christmas to all of you. The great work begins.